Bahamas. Okay, well first I have to drive to Miami. And then tomorrow, going to the Bahamas. Okay, now we're going to the Bahamas. Hi! Have a good trip!
Thank you.
Alright, so I was only slightly worried about missing this flight. You have to do your COVID test within 72 hours of the flight. And then you have to get on and apply for a help visa. And you can't apply for that until you get your test results back. I did the test 2 days ago, and I hadn't gotten the results. So I kept checking and checking, like yesterday and today. And then I was like, you know, it's probably fine. Like, I don't need the health visa until I land in Bahamas. So, you know, even if I get the results like right when the flight is getting ready to take off, whatever, I can do it. But no. So we got to the airport, and they're like, you need to have the visa, like, to even get your boarding pass. So I tried to do it, and then it denied it. And then luckily, like, as we were standing there, I finally get the message from it. It was weird because I didn't get a text from CBS, but I got an email from the Florida Department of Health or whatever. So then I had to go to their website, make a profile, log on, but I got it. It was just a little hectic there for a second. Like, I never normally have problems, but then, I went through security, and I'm, you know, wearing sandals, I don't have a belt, I don't have pockets, so it's pretty easy. But then, like, as I go to walk off, I realized that I don't have my boarding pass. My boarding pass was, like, stuck inside of my passport, and I have my passport in my hand, but I don't have my boarding pass anymore. So I go and talk to the guy, and we, like, look through the bins and stuff, and it's not there. I don't know what happened to it. He's like, it's not a big deal, like, you can get another one when you get to the gate. And then we hadn't had breakfast, so we had to stop and get food, and we were both, like, starving. And, like, we got almost to our gate before we stopped and got something to eat. But, like, as we're in line, you can hear it, and it's like, our flight is boarding. And we got the food. And then we still had a little bit of a walk, but made it to the gate, no problem. Got my new boarding pass, got on the flight. Oh. This should be the most stressful part, though. I'm just looking forward to getting there and relaxing for a second. So we'll get there at like 1 something, probably get a taxi to the hotel, and then Kayla shows up in a few hours, so we will look forward to seeing her. There's like a third of the people on this flight. There are not very many people on it. And I don't know, like, the stewardess said that this was a full flight and she didn't know where everyone was at.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not receive an immigration card when we were back in Miami, we'll be coming through the aisle now.
Cool. I don't have
But if your
one.
copies, just let us know. If you need one, thank you.
I need one. So I'll do that. So I don't have any more issues with paperwork. The flight is only like a third of the way full, so it's cool because there's no one sitting next to me. I didn't even know. Yes, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just been informed by the captain that we should be beginning our descent into the Bahamas in about 3 minutes, so now would be a good time to start firing down your larger electronic devices. We'll ask you to put away your devices in a few minutes. Small handheld electronic devices may be used in airplane mode. Thank you.
Well, that was super quick. Okay, well, I'm going to fill out my immigration form. Alright, up here past the pool. I didn't even see a pool yet.
I feel like we're in the direction of the pool.
Yeah, you gotta be. Gotta be. Oh yeah, there's a pool. Alright, so Jen is a hero. So we just got here and she went down to go check out the hammock situation down there. and there's a freaking balloon. Of course, the first thing that we find, sorry, that Jen finds in the Bahamas is a Mylar balloon. You think this balloon came from the Bahamas? Do you think somebody here had the balloon? I don't think so. If I had to guess, the Mylar balloon came from Miami. Nothing against Miami, but stop at the balloons, people. Yeah, that's basically what we're finding out about ourselves when you live in South Florida and it's always like sunny and beautiful, but then like the water's cold. But like people that come here from anywhere else, this is gonna be perfect water and fantastic. To me, it feels like I stepped in a ice cold beer. I mean, you do get used to it, but it's not like I'm gonna run and jump and swim in this. It looks really cool. I don't want to, like, first world problems complain about the cold water in the Bahamas. Do it.
I gotta wait.
Do it.
Acclimate.
Do it. I don't think it's a polar plunge if you acclimate.
All right, hold my drink. I'm doing
All right. No, that's fantastic. I love it. I love it. And the hotel is just off the beach, just up the hill where that little orange umbrella is at. That's not so bad. I mean, that one's cool, but I don't want to pay those prices.
Nope.
We're all around like, oh, gosh. Hey, pretty kitty.
What's the name of your boat?
So
I think it's a Sea Explorer.
yeah, it's either there's the twin boats. It's gonna be the Morning Star or the Sea Explorer, but it's run by Blackbeard Cruises.
How big is it?
65 feet.
Okay. How many?
Yes.
Did he say where the fresh water was at first?
No.
Oh, fresh drinking water. Sorry, I'm like. Hope everyone's just okay with being on my YouTube channel because I didn't even ask you guys. Just gonna record you the whole time. Paparazzi. Just gonna be really awkward that somebody's got to be that person with the camera walking around the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Right. That's your side of things.
No, I don't know about this one. That's right. Okay, we're about ready to go. We are going to be on board the Morning Star with the Blackbeard Dive Charters. Pretty excited. We got little bunks and we had lunch already, which was fantastic. We were all starving, so I'm glad that they had food ready to go. So we did our check-in and got our dive stuff set up, and we are about ready to shove off. And we won't have any cell service or Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. And hopefully I won't think about work for like the next week. That's the goal. Anything you want to say before we leave land?
No.
No?
No last words.
Just goodbye.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Fuck off.
Ahoy, matey.
Yeah.
Okay, now
It's recording now?
It's recording.
Like, what? That's how you make it weird. You turn around like you're actually somebody.
It's also en route. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for him to get you and head out.
Move your feet.
See, we won't be able to get a dive in today, but you guys can start just don't go crazy.
6 and we have left the dock and they have started serving dinner, so I'm gonna take a break from the rum and I'm gonna go get dinner. I did go ahead and sign up to do my advanced water certification, which I hadn't intended on doing, but they talked me into it. What better place, you know? Might as well do it while I'm here. It'll give me something to do during our downtime as well. So I'm gonna do my advanced open water. And tomorrow I should be able to get some pretty good footage in the water. Hopefully it's not too cold.
Try a word.
Add drama. Oh, then again. Damn it. Take 2. Now we're ready to go diving.
Yes, we are.
After breakfast.
Yum yum.
Good timing. Alright, so it's probably really windy. I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. We have finished our first dive, which was just kind of an introductory dive. Pretty shallow, easy to navigate. Went well. I did notice that I had a small air leak on the hose for my computer. So I talked to the crew when we got back on the boat and they were able to replace the hose for me. So they can add that to my bill. But I was glad to get it fixed. That way I'm not running out of air embarrassingly quick. And then we moved spots and we did the first dive of the advanced open water. And the rest of everybody, obviously, if they're not doing that or if they already have it, then they were able to go off on their own. And it worked well because since me and Jen and Kayla are a group of 3, Jen and Kayla could go and they still were able to have dive buddies and then I just partnered with somebody who was also taking the class. So immediately hopping in, there was already some reef sharks, so that was pretty cool. And then we just kind of hung out like on the line waiting for everybody to get in, and then we all descended down to about 90 feet, 100 feet, and just kind of got a feel for how colors change with and without light when you're down there. Swum about for a little while, saw some really good sized Nassau groupers. Did not see any turtles, but we did see plenty of sharks and other things. But it was pretty cool. I liked that one. It's kind of menacing because, like, you know, you're on this like basically a wall, so you can see the coral in front of you, and then it just drops off into nothing, just dark blue. Very much like that scene from Finding Nemo with the drop-off. And now we are moving to another spot, so we had a little bit of downtime. My ears were super full of water, so I kind of got a little nauseous. I feel a lot better now. I had a little bit of lunch. I'm going to lay down and take a nap, I think, for a minute. And I think we still have like another hour or so until we get where we're going, and then we'll do another dive. Hello. I left the red lens on.
How does it look?
Red. No lens on the GoPro this morning. Forgot. Oh well, we'll see. beach excursion. So, we did our morning dive. Did we do 2 dives already? We did do 2 dives already. And then we had lunch, and they were patient enough to wait for me since I'm really slow at eating lunch. And then they just dropped us off on this beautiful, beautiful tropical beach so we can all learn how to walk on land again. Hey! It just really doesn't look like the current picks up until like right here. Like over there, it doesn't look that strong. I'm gonna try it. Just gonna walk out here and see if I float away. Okay, right here it's cold. Found it. Found it. You need a floaty. I think this is a jumping rock. The current looks a little swift. Doing it. Oh, Dean can watch me. Okay, not scared. That was all right. Without fins on. Oh shit, there's the current. There it is. Alright, we are done on the beach. It is almost time to catch the dinghy back to the boat. But I was told that there was a really good view from up here. So I'm gonna check that out real quick and then head back down. And again, I hope the housing isn't messing up these videos. They might be a little blurry or have water spots on them. But I don't really want to take my camera out of its housing because my hands are wet and everything's salty.